Well, hello folks. Welcome to the Salt Springs Recreation Area Campground. Hey, stay in your own campsite. This is as close to tenement camping as I can possibly endure. You can see that the site behind me is our neighbor, which nobody's on it, thank God, because it's only maybe 12 feet away. And on the other side, we're a little farther. It is full hookups. They have a really nice sewer hookup. The only thing is my sewers are way back here, and the sewer's way in the front of the campsite. And way back out here are fireplaces. And I assume, like, this one's ours, which is way nowhere near our campground, but I guess you're supposed to be social with the other campers, which, you know, some people like to be social. We'll do the walk around and see if we can find the most appealing sites. This one right here behind us is a nice site because it's got all that side yard, but it's, of course, the door is in the wrong direction. We will take you on a tour of the campground. The bathrooms are pretty pristine clean. I mean, they look brand new. They are spick and span. And I think there are 4 of these bathrooms. They're all identical, but they've dialed it up for Christmas. And as usual, 2 sinks, great big mirror. And an obnoxious fan that comes on when you come in. 2 toilets. The showers have lots of hooks, but no place to put like shampoo or anything. And the shower head is kind of like a hose. It's just a garden hose nozzle. It doesn't spray enough. Like a broken pattern. I used this one, and it's clean, but this is the most used one, I believe, and it shows its crustiness. This is the handicap. It's got 2 nozzles and regular valves, although the valves just go from cold to hot. And it's got a bench and some good hooks. And hooks on the back. Hook on the back of the door. The boy here, he is not happy. He is sleeping in the car because he wants to. He won't come in the trailer for some reason. I think I yelled at him that he was getting my pillows all muddy because he wanted to sleep on the pillows after running around the prior campsite, which was flooded. And I yelled at him, so now he's just sleeping in the car, which he loves his car. It's his car. We bought it for him, and he's going to keep control of it. But give me a minute to finish breakfast. I got my cup of tea on the table over there, and we'll drink that down and do the dishes, and we'll take a walk around. He likes to walk around. Lots of things to sniff here. It's a very strange part of the world with all these funny Floridian animals. So we'll be right back. Now, the center of the campsites is a big area. So there's room behind the campers, but there's no room between the campers. So each loop, because there's no pull-through sites. Now this is a little crowded on the end, but in the middle of the campers there's a big open area for playing, and mine is just super. That's my camper there, and here's, you know, there's all this room behind the campers, and they're all like that. But the doors are all on the wrong side. Here's a camper with his tent on top. That's pretty cool. So this is the entrance to the spring. No dogs allowed, unfortunately. So he's waiting in the car while I check this out. There appears to be a bathhouse over here. We'll check that out. The history of the spring. You can read that fast. It's probably too small on your phone. There's the alligators in the spring, herons and mullets. It's pretty windy down here on the spring. It's a pretty big lake, really. Look at this. There's people out there kayaking and swimming and all that stuff. But it's definitely a few people here along the walk. Some very brave young men over here thinking about getting in the water. It is 70, 75 out. You can see the wind's pretty whipping around, so wind makes it a lot colder. The sun's just coming up. It's not quite above the horizon yet. It's just twilight, morning twilight. But you can see the water comes bubbling up out of that spring right there pretty forcefully. And I guess there's like 3 or 4 of them where it comes up out of the ground. Mist coming off the water as it leaves the spring area because it's warmer. It's a little warmer. Cormorant or a Ninga, whichever it is. There goes the great blue heron making a lot of noise. It's landing up in the tree. If Florida's nothing, it's a place for birds, that's for sure. I think those are mullets. And there are the birds that are going to eat them. Early in the morning at the springs, you have your basic birds, and then you have manatees that come in here. You can kind of see the mist on the water. And the manatees will come into the spring because it's a little warmer. And right now they're out there chasing fish. They like to play. This is the picnic area just next to the spring. And I imagine this is probably crowded during the summer. It's pretty empty right now. And again, it's Christmas weekend. I believe it's Saturday, Christmas weekend, 2023, so. Host. This is the boat ramp, and it's way deep in the primitive camping. If you find the primitive camping spot and drive through their terrible roads and everything, you come out here. This over here is the Salt Springs Marina, which I believe is part of the park, but I'm not positive. And I'm told over here is the alligator area. So we're gonna walk over there. We're gonna go down this little path for a little bit while he sits in the car. He's been playing ball for the last hour or two, so. This is the fishing canal. The ground is extremely soft. Boy, this is, you know, they've got a lot of neat stuff here. This really is a nice park. This is what you'd call a black water swamp right here. It's you're looking at the sky or you're looking at the trees. That's just like a mirror. Pretty neat. We decided to go down the road from the park into the national forest. This is Ocala National Forest. It's just a road we found that went off the main road. But he needs to get around. He's had nothing for 3 days except riding in the car, which is no fun for him. And he's been mad at me for not doing anything. So we really like to go off trail and kind of bushwhack. I mean, it's not hard to bushwhack through this. However, there are dangers to bushwhacking around here. These guys right here are all over the place, and they just blend right in, and they have some huge thorns. I just got hit in the toe with one of these. I didn't notice it. It was way down on the ground, like this one way over there, and it got my toe, and it was like, whoo! Now that there is some bear poop. You can tell by all the berries and everything that are in it. I mean, it's a big pile that's not got any ends on it. It's just a pile. That's bear poop. So we'll keep looking for him. Here are some bear tracks. Bear track, bear track, bear track, bear track. We're going the opposite way the bear went, but maybe we don't want to find a bear that's wandering around hungry. He's pretty suspicious about what's up ahead. And I'm not really worried about bears necessarily, but it looks like maybe that's why they're scraping the thing, is they're looking for bear tracks. There's also these little prints. This here is a cat print. And there's another one. And there's a big dog print, probably Ocala's. But these are little cat prints. See they have no claws showing. There are quite a few of these little spots along the side of the road that a small camper, small A-liner or something, could, rooftop tent, overlander, could stay in these spots. Lord be damned. This is apparently what they're dragging down the road. They dragged it over here and left it after they dragged it on a couple roads. This is Delaney West. Recreation site. This is a campground. Campground host apparently has vacated. These are some nice campgrounds, campsites. It's a picnic area on our right, and campsites on our left. Well, here's a little guy and a wolf pup camping here. These are, the sites are cordoned up with little fences. Somebody must have went to a lot of work to do that, but here's the vault toilet. None of these look exceptionally level. Boy, here's a bunch of people down here. Looks like there's a off-highway vehicle trail system here that you can use. There's another vault toilet. They do have garbage here. That's always a big plus. I guess that's because it's a bare area. There's another vault toilet and a kiosk with more information. The place we just came from was Delaney West. I think this must be Delaney East. Oh, but this is closed. Well, here we are. Something different. We are at the Buckman Lock North. This is an actual canal lock. And, you know, for those people who think Florida is all flat, they actually have a lock on a canal. Manatees that come through the canal, which I'm not sure that's really great, but so if you're a Florida through hiker, you can get through here, but if you're just a tourist, you can't. Well, we can't get into the lock, but here is the distance. It's quite a lift, really, when you think about it. And there we got some of your typical Florida wildlife. Looks like a merganser. Yep, he's gone. They don't like being looked at.